Hello there everyone, I'm Clown Nebula, and today I welcome you to the new year and to Rainswept, a new thriller mystery game. I can't wait to play it. Let's ride. So lads and gals, how your New Year's Eve have been so far? Monday 20 something, October 07, 1996. I was 3 years old in that time. Mysterious figures, what? You know, it's harsh to look at a suicide, but I'm more creeped out by how he bent his knee, his elbow actually. Fast Food Interactive presents Railways, no actually Carways, Supercar. It's too late perhaps. Music by Mechanic. Alright, I have a cigarette, I have no suspensions whatsoever, or no chassis. I wonder how I'm going through. I have a tie and a beard, no mouth to scream. There's fog around. Should have the anti-fog lights, but I don't care because I'm tough. I'm a cop. I have a cigarette. I put out my cigarette on my pants. That's okay. And here we go. Rainswept. It's about to rain, isn't it? It's already raining. Now we're going to discover what the mystery is. Monday, 7:35 AM. Okay, so we're investigating the crime scene, quote-unquote crime scene. The CEO E on keyboard. Alright, I'm here. Time to see what all this is about. Okay, action interact, okay. Hold shift to run. Okay, sounds easy enough. Okay, so let's go ahead. That's the cross. Do not seem terrible. How can this be a murder though? Terrible. What? I said terrible. Terrible business all this. Bah! This was all a matter of time. Everyone knows that. I know, still. They were so young. Oh, is that an homicide suicide case? Young and stupid, you mean? Stories I've heard. I guess you're right. It was just a matter of time. What? It was a matter of time. It's really coming down today. We should get back home. A few more minutes. I want to see what happens. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna catch a cold, that's all. Yeah, you're kinda right on that. Okay, let's see. What is this? They have been here a while, it looks like. Now, why would I do that? Oh, okay, so I'm interacting with the cop car. Okay, so let's talk to this guy. Perhaps he knows something? Ma'am, please. You need to back away a little. What's happened here? A murder. Johnny, get down with the umbrella. Granny, I want to leave. Can I go back to the shop? I see this coming a while way. Why no one is so surprised except the guy with the tank top over there. And there's a priest too. Ma'am, please. Granny, please. Alright, Johnny, let's go. There's no point standing here now. Okay. And she walks away. I knew this would happen. We should have done something. There's nothing we could have done. Chris is responsible, I'm so sure. It's hard to disagree, but let's not speculate. Okay, that's a nice town. Detective Anderson, right? Chief is inside. They've been waiting for you. Tell the crowd to back away. You need to push the crowd further from the scene, officer. They already gone. If you don't see... Oh, okay, this one. What? You'll have to speak up. I can't see you from over the rain. The crowd. Handle them. There could be evidence out here. Oh, yes, I'm trying. Hey, Williams! What the hell are you doing? Trying to prop up this tape, sir. It won't stay. Now get some sticks and drive them in. Yes, sir. Richard! Don't call for Richard. Richard's on leave. Do it yourself. Goodness. Sorry, detective. Thing is, we're short of manpower here. Short of manpower? I'm the emblem of manliness. You'll never be ran out of manpower. Sounds like a sort of white male supremacy thing, but okay. We weren't prepared for this kind of thing. First time in decades. And to top it off, this rain out of nowhere. because the sky is crying alongside the tears of the beloved ones, which apparently no one loved them. Just get the crowd under control. I'm heading inside. Yes, detective, don't worry. Richard! I mean, Williams! Okay, that seems to be a little bit of humor. Now, what is up to? Okay, yeah. Let's look at the window. An open window. Okay, there's something here. The crowd is too close to the crime scene. Also, they're covering me from pointing and clicking the stuff on the ground. The number of cops are too few. This is poor. Okay, so I wonder if I can take a look at something like this car here. Or maybe, the ambulance is here. Hashtag, no, it's not the hashtag, it's the other one. Okay, anything interesting here? Okay, no, I thought the mechanic was going away. Okay, so lads and gals, hope you had a nice New Year's Eve. I puked a little too. Went up for Hackle, of course. So, yeah, I think we're gonna head inside. That's the way inside. I wonder why Chief sent me all the way to Pineview for this case. Only one way to find out. Should I go in? I think I watched that thing I could. No point hanging around here. Okay, so, God. Okay. Let's solve this case. That's the sheriff. I should talk to him first. Okay. So, there's a bit of exhibits here around. But not very professional. I hope they know what they're doing. Okay. Let's see. Michael? Huh? Oh, God. He had a terrible New Year's Eve, too. Detective? Are you okay? You're kind of stepping on to the crime scene. I think so. Yeah. Guess I'm just a little tired after the long drive here. Yeah, don't tell me that you're hangovering so hard. Detective Anderson, right? Head office called in to say that you've been joining us here for this investigation. I'm Sheriff Harris. This is Lieutenant Watt. What? We appreciate the department sending help, but I don't think we'll need it. This case is ready to be wrapped up. What do we have here? The victims here are Christopher Green, aged 26, died from a bullet wound to the head. Looks self-inflicted. Well, I kind of was there, so I think it was a suicide, actually. And Diane Miller, aged 24, single bullet wound through the chest. The victims lived together, were unmarried. Oh God, now I know why. Because they had to be married. Oh my God. I know the Catholic Church was real all this time because of marriage. Okay, just joking. Any signs of an intruder? No signs of forced entry. The door was locked from inside when we arrived. An officer climbed through the open window here to open the door. There are no footprints outside that window. Except the officers. Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? He was careful. No signs of struggle or marks on the body either. Time of death? What was the time of death? According to the next door neighbor, a single gunshot was heard around 00:15 hours. Okay. Received the call about 00:20 hours. And we're here in another 5 minutes. Okay. We found them dead upon arrival. And confirmed the timing. I'm sure you can make it so fast here. Found them dead upon arrival and confirmed the timing. Okay. So it was quite late. The weapon? I think what do we know about the weapon? I think it's the gun over there. Both shots were fired from a M1911A1 .45 caliber pistol. Wow, I think that's a pretty big caliber. The ballistics report will let us know more. Any witness this? Yeah, that was me actually. I'm the one, the witness. Just the next door neighbor who claims to have heard a single gunshot. We can interview him shortly. Okay. Honestly speaking, detective, we think it's pretty obvious what's taking place here. What do you mean? They had a reputation. They weren't exactly a happy couple. The whole town knows this. Diane was shot at point-blank range with Chris' gun, probably by Chris. He then went ahead and shot himself, as the wound is clearly self-inflicted. So you see, sending you here necessarily complicates things. No, I'm gonna question. I'm beginning to think it was a very good idea, in fact. It's obviously a case of murder-suicide, detective. Not, maybe not. So everything is figured out already. Huh? If that was a sarcasm, I'll ignore it, but yes, more or less. Are you suggesting there was domestic violence involved? It would seem so. It was never reported, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Yeah, but I kinda, the law point is not to always say, oh yeah, what they're talking about in the town, it's always right. So I think we need to be a bit more inspective in this case. So rumors, you may call it that, but when there's smoke, there's a fire. I'm not sure of that. Yeah, me neither. We are on the same page. And they were never really able to fit in this town. Yeah, that could be a reason why everyone was not so into them. They were new here, moved in about 6 months ago. Never got out much, didn't make any friends. We don't need to analyze the obvious, detective. That would be only inefficient. Officer Blunt will assist you through the course of your work here. Hello, detective. And one more. Who the hell are you? Oh, there she is. No, I thought the guy was picturing the murder was the one. And one more thing, we're looking on to wrap this case up quickly and cleanly. Yeah, because we don't want to disturb the so friendly town over here. We don't want to drag it if it can't be helped. We have an important festival coming around in a week's time, so you might say this is a rather bad timing. So there's no need to go around complicating things, alright? Just get me a story that works and we can close this case quickly. I give that a shot. Yeah, alright then, I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Okay then. Okay, it's simply fantastic. Anyway, have a look around the room if you'd like. Come talk to me when you're done. Okay, we're gonna solve the mystery. So, Miss Helper, Santa's little helper, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Yeah. Hey, detective. Yeah, don't worry, I'm just giving you my back for no reason. Need any help? What's the plan? Have a look around the room. Once you're done, talk to Lieutenant Watts. Okay. Apparently this was a one-room house? Okay, well, oh, not very professional. Okay, it's time to examine the body. Gunshot to the stomach. The damage and the residue would suggest the shot was taken at a point-blank range. So that must mean very close? That rules out the possibility of her being shot from the open window. She would have been in line of sight from the outside, though. There's no mistaking it. The perpetrator would have to be inside the house to cause this kind of a wound. Whether that was Chris or someone else, it's hard to say at the moment. Yeah, because the thing was open, if I'm correct. So that could have been anyone, really. Huh. This chair has not been moved. Looks like Chris was sitting alone when the murder happened. Huh. Okay, so maybe they were drugged with the wine? Could be it. And then he committed suicide because he didn't want to live without her. That could be it. This chair is falling on its back. Looks like Chris fell off the chair before or after being shot. Chris? Wasn't he standing in? Oh, okay. Just opinions. Red wine. Looks like a new bottle was opened yesterday. No one drank from this glass. It seemed that Chris was sitting by himself at the table and drinking wine, waiting for someone to join him. Probably Diane. Whether he was waiting for her or someone else, we don't know yet. A glass of wine was knocked over. This looks like wine, but there seems to be blood in here as well. How did the blood splatter in this direction? It doesn't make any sense. Officer Blunt, I think there's been more than the 2 gunshots that we're seeing here. Yeah. Yes, I think there's some more stuff. Bullet wound to the head. The skull is badly damaged. Most of the side has been blown off. His body position and the way he fell would indicate that he was sitting sideways on the chair, facing where Diane's body is now. Okay, so probably was sitting on this chair, and she was about to get her glass of wine while she was shot? The angle of the shot indicates that he was shot from this side. If someone was shot him, they were standing in front of the refrigerator. No clues there, though. Could have been shot from that window. At the moment it's shut, must get it checked for fingerprints and footsteps outside. Huh. Could someone have entered and left through here? Well, it could be, actually. We should have the fingerprint results in a couple of days, detective. Don't forget, there aren't any footprints outside. If someone shot him from outside, then Chris would have sat facing the refrigerator. That would make sense. That way the killer won't need to enter the house. But in that case, who shot Diane? Examine hand. Gunpowder residue on his right hand. Hard to disagree with the lieutenant here. This is strong evidence for the victim shooting himself. Unless it was made to look that way? Maybe I see something. So, someone is entering. He drugged him. With the wine. He fell asleep. He put the gun in his hand and shot the wife, and then shot itself. I mean the body, to make it look it was an accident, perhaps. I think this is my strongest thing. .45 ACP rounds. It's a box of 20 rounds. There are 17 here. 3 are missing. 2 were used during the murder. What about the third one? Yep. Hey, detective. Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Thanks. I appreciate your help. Okay, let's take a look. What is... what's this? Chris 96. I thought that was the signing of the artist. I'm guessing Chris built some of the furniture around this house. So he must knew that the bullets were in there, probably. Gunshot to the stomach. The damage and the residue would suggest the shot was taken... Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's 4 rounds in the magazine of the gun. This gun can hold 7. 3 rounds have been fired from this gun at some point of time. 2 were fired last night, or was it 3? Or was the gun loaded with only 6 out of the possible 7 rounds? The gun belonged to Chris, according to Lieutenant Watts. Let's assume Chris or Diane weren't the ones to use it. Is there anyone else that could have known where they kept the gun? From Pineview? I really doubt it. Remember, no signs of forced entry. Could it be someone they were comfortable with or trusted? No one I can think of. Yeah, because also in this thing there are... That's a box of 20 rounds and 17 are here, so someone must have brought the others, whether they are 3 or 4. Yeah, there are 4 rounds in the magazine. There's... yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think we can assume that someone was here. Because this is a strange thing. Why would they knock over the glass if he was going to shoot his wife? I mean, would they open glass anyway? And why the body isn't there, actually? Maybe if they were to drink a glass of wine, maybe he could have waited for her to sit down and then shot her, but she's not there. So, yeah. This seems fishy. Shall we proceed? Yes. Alright, let's have a chat with Mr. Willis outside. Oh, yeah, that's the rain has finally let up. Okay, so... Right, this is Mr. Willis. He lives right here, right there, next door. Coffee, detective? Yes, please. Thank you. You've been very kind. You can ask him any questions you may have about last night. Right, Mr. Willis. Can you tell me everything that you saw or heard during last night's events? Well, see, I headed off to bed around 11 p.m. As I usually do, after a glass of whiskey. Absent sleep, you know. Anyway, somewhere around 12:15 a.m., I'd say, I was woken up by a loud bang. I ran to my bedroom window that looks straight down at their place. And what did you see there? Nothing. Their kitchen lights were on, but that's about it. I went to my phone and called Lieutenant Watts here straight away. Huh. How long did it take you to get to the... Yeah, oh, of course, you heard one gunshot at the other? How long did it take you to get to the window? Once you heard the shot. About a couple of seconds, detective. No more than 5, say. Huh. I nearly fell out of my bed when I heard the shot, so you might say I was halfway there already. Okay. So, a very brief time, so he could have gone through the other window to get out of the situation. Did you see anyone at all on the street? No, detective, everything was exactly the same as always. Yeah, because we checked only one side, but the other, not really. Okay. You say you heard one gunshot. Yes, the whiskey usually knocks me out pretty good, so if there's been more, I didn't hear them. Okay, other question. Do you live alone? That's a strange question to ask. Yes, I do. Near got married. It's a long story. One meant to be talked over a couple of whiskeys. Know what I mean? Can anyone confirm your whereabouts? No. I was just at home, you see. I had my suspect. It's procedure, Mr. I know, Mr. Willis. It's cool. Oh. So that's the situation, huh? You react to the unprofessionalism. Yes, of course. Oh, my lord. What? Did they have many visitors? Yeah, that's fine, huh? No, not at all, in fact. And all this time, I only maybe saw Jack coming over to fix their car. And Father Smith came over a couple of times when they newly moved in. A year back, almost. Weren't they moving 6 months, actually? Nah, people really ever visited them, because they mostly kept to themselves, you see. Never made any friends here. Sometimes folk don't like those kinds of either, so I can't really say. Know what I mean? No, please elaborate. You won't find anyone crying over their deaths here. Yeah, I kind of figured that out already. Nobody really knew them. They never got out much. Any other information you'd like to share? Mr. Willis. Mr. Willie. I don't know if this is useful, but you might have heard about Chris and Diane. They looked pretty happy when they first moved in. More recently, though, I heard Diane crying a couple of times, usually late at night. See, the whiskey knocks me out, okay. Knocks me out early, so maybe that's why I never heard all this before. But a couple of times I was up a little later. One night, about a month ago, I heard pretty bad things. There were some loud sounds, like stuff being flung around and such, see? I heard someone crying. I was thinking to myself that maybe I should call the police, but then it quieted down all of a sudden. We never received any calls for domestic violence, but people have often talked of the stories of this kind. Can you remember when you heard this, Mr. Willis? Well, I was up late night writing an important letter. I think it must have been somewhere between 1st to 3rd last month. September, right? Anything else? No? That's all I know about this. Right, thanks for your help, Mr. Willis. We'll be in touch if we need anything else. No problem. Thanks for the coffee. Yeah, you're a very efficient assistant. Alright. Now? Well, I think that's cleared up a lot of things. Yeah, shut up. It has? You motherfucker. Oh, come on, detective. You're supposed to be good at these things, aren't you? Mr. Willis didn't see anything outside the house after the gunshots. There are no signs of anyone forcing entry either. On top of that, considering how rough things were between the two of them, you heard what Mr. Willis said, right? That doesn't prove anything, yeah. The state of the relationship could be relevant, but it might have nothing to do with the case. We still need evidence to prove it either way. As for not spotting anyone outside the house, you can't just rely on one witness for the complete picture. A witness that was half asleep, I should add. We need to dig deeper if we want to know the truth, and not just confirm our assumptions. Well, what about the door, huh? How was it locked from the inside? Explain that. I checked the door. It locks itself from the inside when you pull it close. Regardless of whether you pull it from the outside or push it from the inside. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that there's no conclusive evidence yet. Well, fine then. Dig as deep you'd like, detective. You won't find anything new here. Okay, I'm just as suspecting you, mister. Was perfectly capable of handling this case myself. But of course, the head department went to complicate things. In any case, Sheriff Harris will probably want to wrap up this case before the festival, so don't expect him to wait for more than a week. I have to head to the station now. Officer, escort Detective Addison to his hotel. Will do, sir. Okay, so do I have a limited time to do this? We'll come back in the evening to search the house. Letters, diaries, things of that sort. Officer Blunt. Alright. When can we expect the autopsy results? Day after tomorrow, according to the coroner. I'll confirm and let you know. Okay, so I have 1 week to solve the murder. I'm guessing there were more than 2 bullets shot last night. We should take another look around the kitchen to make sure. 3 bullets? But, alright. Yeah, I mean, there was also the one missing in the box there. We're actually glad that you're here, you know. Although the sheriff and Lieutenant Watts would rather not admit it. Yeah, they kind of don't know what they're doing, even to themselves. This is like the first murder here in the last 100 years or so. We have no idea how to deal with it. That's reassuring for the other people living in this town. I mean... It's alright. I know what you mean. I just joined the force a month back, for instance. In the murder already. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I kinda knew them, you could say. I've never known anyone that's been murdered before, you know? It's kinda weird. A bit sad. I know as an officer I'm not supposed to feel that way and all. You'll be fine. Give it time. Oh, come on, don't be hard on yourself. You're already very kind to me. Thanks, detective. That means a lot. Tell me about Chris and Diane? Well, not much. It's mostly what Mr. Willis said earlier. Nobody knew them really, so they were the perfect target for an assassination, actually. So, I mean, nobody cared about them, really. They came in here, kept to themselves, never bothered making friends. Everyone thought they were some kind of weirdos. I admit, I kind of agreed with that sentiment too. I feel bad about that now. It's no reason to make assumptions about people's character. Character can't be used as evidence. So I'd really like to help figure out what the real story is, whatever it may be. And what's this festival next week about? The sheriff said that there's a festival in the town next week. What's that about? Oh, it's an annual thing. We have it in every October. There's a fair on the market street. There's food, rides. We got a lot of tourists from nearby states around that time. It's a good source of revenue for some of our smaller businesses here. Ah. So maybe tourists would be interested if there's an actual crime. Huh? So more revenue around here, huh? That could be. Yeah, that of course is less important in the light of recent events. Good to hear you say that. Of course, we can go around trying to wrap up cases based on our assumptions, without the situation maybe. I mean, these people's lives that ended, and it's our job to figure out what really happened. So I guess what I'm saying is you can count on me during this investigation. Thanks. And let's end the dialogue, I guess. We ended the first day. I'm hoping the local police will let me do the job I've been sent to do, though. I don't mean you. Detective, I know what you mean. Honestly speaking, Sheriff Harris is an asshole. Yeah, I can't speak too. I'm serious, he doesn't care about anything except running off home and taking it easy. Yeah, this case probably ruined his plans to relax and enjoy the festival week. I hate people like that. Lieutenant Watts, though, is really sweet. I know he comes across as a little obnoxious. But... Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Did she appear out of nothing? I saw her. She was right there. Why am I seeing her? Why am I thinking of her? Okay, did you crash? Are you okay? All kinds of auto repair work here is done. How's the car looking? I don't know. Ask Jack, he's working on it. Talk to me when you're done. Alright. Jeez, I hope she's not hurt. Okay, so they crashed eventually. All kinds of auto repairing. Okay, so we crashed, but we're fine. Tar, shovel. Wonder what Jack uses them for. Oh, he's one of the guys who knew them, huh? Isn't it? The poor car. That would be dangerous. Sure would, to drive it. Jack's auto repair shop. Jack's the name of the guy fixing my car. Yeah, he's the guy that was in touch with them, isn't it? He said his name's Jack. It's a good thing he was passing by when the crash happened. Okay, so I guess we're gonna question. You look kind of uncomfortable. Don't you need the car to be on a ramp or something? Nah, man, you worry too much. What's the issue with the car? Well, the headlights and the bumper's gone. Need to have them replaced. I'm going to have to check if I got a replacement part so I can fix it. How long will it take? A couple of days. 3 maybe, depending on how quickly I can get to the parts. Ah. Shouldn't take more than 4 days at most. Oh, fuck. Do they want me to slow down? Oh boy. Hey dude, can you fetch me the big red wrench? Should be in the toolbox outside. Alright. You're amazing, bud. Thanks. Yeah. So I can check it out something else. Jack's got us here with that. So you have that kind of thing. That could be the toolbox Jack's mentioned. What about this car? Oh, what a beauty. I wonder if it is Jack's. Yeah, I don't think you can ride it right now. Let's see what's in here. Big red wrench. This must be it. Can I take the other one as well? Not really. Could have done it to see if he's snapping in a murderous homicide rage. Yeah, that's it. I love this wrench. Thanks, bud. Ask about the convertible. The red convertible there, is that yours? Yeah, man, that's a 75 Mustang. 65 Mustang. I love that ride. I'd used it for pretty cheap off a guy who couldn't take care of her anymore. Luckily, the girl's got something that keeps it running like new now. A new engine? No, dude, it's got me. I spend all my free time on her, fixing her up and making sure she runs better than new. And I keep her happy by taking her on long, beautiful drives on the roads outside town. Ask about the construction stuff. What do you use that star and shovel for? That dude. I do a bit of construction work on the side sometimes, you know. Fixing up driveways and stuff for some extra cash. Detective, you're here investigating Diane's murder, right? And Chris? Yes? Do you have any information that could help us? Come on, you don't remember? He was one of the guy? I don't know about information, man. I just know that he did it. What do you mean? Chris, he killed her. Why do you say this? Everyone could see it coming. Diane, they say she was troubled. Scared of him even. Someone in this town should have done something. We all knew this could happen. Well, good thing you didn't do anything at all. But no one cared enough about them to bother interfering. How do you know about this? I don't know. Rumors around town mostly. Yeah, you knew them. Did you know them? Not really. Anyone here barely knew them. They were not the kind to come out and make friends with their new neighbors, looks like. They still felt like an outsider to the rest of us. What were you doing last night? What was I doing last night? Yeah, that's what I asked. Alright. I drove a couple of miles from here and drank a few beers while I enjoyed the view. A night? Yeah, stars, man, you see. Was there anyone with you? Did you meet anyone? Nah, man. There's nothing like the pleasure of your own company sometimes. Alright, thanks for your help, Jack. I shall be back if you have any more questions. Of course you will. What do you mean, Jack? For your car, man. Come back when it's fixed. You get way too serious way too fast, man. Chill out! Yeah, I got a crime to solve if you don't mind. So, can we... Oh, she's gone. Okay, can we go out of here? Tar and shovel. I don't know what tar is, but a shovel I know what it can be used for. Oh, sorry, I'm pushing you? Okay. Hey. Hi. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, surprisingly. I apologize. I'm really sorry about the crash. I don't know what... It's alright, especially since we're okay. Something else worries me, though. What's that? What happened back there? How'd we eat that tree? I sneezed. Yeah. I think the brakes failed? I thought I saw something. What did you see? A person. That's kind of creepy. Yeah, but you're okay otherwise. I mean, I don't know you, so I don't know if this is a regular thing. No offense. No, that's okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, you could last back there at the crime scene too. And then this. Yeah, I don't know. I've been a little dizzy all day. Maybe I just need a nap. Seeing this kind of stuff kind of bums me out. I'm just saying, if there's anything wrong, you can talk to me about it. Don't hesitate. Okay. Detective! What? Oh, it was the guy at the thing. The priest as well. They were on the same side. I'm gonna drive to the next town for some spare parts. Want me to drop you to the hotel or something? I'd like to take a walk around town first, actually. I called up the station from Jack's phone. A car is on the way. They'll drop us off at the market street, and your luggage at the hotel. You can take care now, dude. Until we meet again. All right. So here's our first day gone. So, Pineview Books. Here we are, the famous Pineview Market. I'm kidding, not much to see here, really. Let's see if you can talk to some of the locals here. Alright, isn't very busy at this time of the day, but there should be a few people out here. Just let me know when you'd like to get back to the hotel. We can come back and talk to them another day. Pineview Books. Fiction or non-fiction? Fiction. Me too. Oh, okay. Yeah, she asked it. 4 p.m. Okay, that's a nice sign. Okay, so I need to keep track of the time as well. Okay, can I talk to you? Yeah, it's 4 p.m. again. If I go back here, like for some time, then come back here, it will be still 4 p.m. Yes, detective. It's nothing. Okay. Right. So there's a coffee shop. There's a bookshop. Cherry pie. You should come here for breakfast someday. The owner, Mark, is a pretty guy. Great guy. You mean me? Yes, I mean you. Hello. Hey, detective, have a seat. Do you want some tea? Coffee? My cafe is extremely cozy and warm. No, that's alright. I come over here if you want a pint. Oh, wow, you're very competitive around here. Keep your unhealthy habits to yourself, Alan. Too much coffee is unhealthy, too. Yeah, you can say so. Also, if you haven't noticed, he's already smoking a cigarette. Ignore him, he just likes to annoy me. And yet I let it get to me. Who's there? That's Alan, owner of the bar next door, and my brother. Twin brother? Not that you know by the way we lead our lives. I don't know how we ended up as polar opposites. Well, you look like you're doing pretty good by yourselves. I know, I got all the good stuff. Shoo, go away. How long ago I lived in Pinewood? Was born here. My family lived here for many years before that. I need to catch a breath. We left the city when I was about 10. My dad was looking for better work. I returned as soon as I graduated, about 9 years back. I prefer the life here. Big city is just not for me. Now it's just me, my books, and my coffee shop. Life is simple and I love it. Did Alan come with you? Probably. No. Alan, he only joined me here 5 years back. He had a bit of trouble in his old life and wanted a fresh start. Maybe he can tell you more about that. Okay. Do you live alone? No, I'm married. Have been for about 6 years now. Met my wife in my own cafe, actually. Oh, it's a cute story. We were very happy for you, Mark. Does Alan also live with you? No, but he lived close by. Was he in last night? Yes, I think so. Didn't check or meet him, though. More questions. Where were you last night? Sure. As always, I closed my place by 8 p.m. I bought some supplies from the general store down the street, then went home. I assume the storekeeper will remember that? Yeah, Mrs. Brown was in last night with the time. She should be able to confirm what I just said. And Alan, could we confirm this? He didn't come to work yesterday, took a day off. Said he was feeling unwell, so he stayed at home all day. Looks like that's passed, luckily. It looks fine today. Anyway, I went back home after that, changed, and went for a jog as usual. Came back, took a nice, long, warm bath, made myself a cup of tea coffee, and had my dinner. Then read a book for an hour or so. Was probably asleep by 10:30 p.m. Pleasant, ordinary evening. And you have your wife to confirm that. Huh? That Chris and Diane. Oh wow, that's so long. Did you see Chris and Diane often? No, barely. A handful of times maybe. They came into the cafe a few times, but that was in the early days when they first moved in. They wouldn't say much to me or anyone else here. They mostly kept to themselves. I could say they didn't have eyes for anyone else. To put it bluntly, they looked very much in love. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, because it's strange to me that someone says they kind of hate each other. What can you tell me about them? Anything that stands out? Well, I kind of identified with Chris in a way. Sounds like he moved here for the peace of mind this place provides. Started a small business for himself, yeah, the furniture. He's been trying to get a hotel project off the ground here, from what I hear. Ah, so... everyone here is so competitive, perhaps the other ones didn't want him to do so. He had trouble getting the project approved. Maybe Father Smith can tell us more about it. Why, I mean... when do I ask something, why everyone keeps saying like, oh yeah, someone else knows more about this. He's involved in the planning committee. Huh, so it's the priest, huh? So, anything unusual lately? No, can't say I have. Everything is pretty much the same as usual. Okay, we'll talk later. Thank you, Mark. See you around, detective. Bye-bye. Okay, now it's time to talk to the second suspect. Okay, I'm getting pretty tired. What's up, detective? Hi, Alan. Officer Blunt. Officer Blunt. Tell me about yourself. Sure, if you talked to my brother already. Probably know that I moved here 5 years ago. My wife left him and I wanted to get away from it all. Thought I'd come here again, after all these years, and give this place another shot. Turns out it's just as bloody as it was when I was 10. But hey, got me out of place I began to hate even more, so it's an improvement, you know? You get used to the pace eventually. Mark did me a big favor, giving me half of this cafe to start a business in. Guess he's not too pleased with the business I chose to run, though. Heh, he's a good guy. Okay, so you were in prison too. What were you doing last night? As I'm sure Mark would have told you already, I was at home. I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home instead. Is there anyone that can confirm this? Apart from Mark, I don't know. Since I didn't leave home, no one saw me, you know. Did you know Chris and Diane? No, not at all. I'm the kind of person who minds his own business. I don't go into interfering with people's affairs and their lives. What do you mean? Just don't go wasting my time getting to know people if there's no need for it. Okay. To me, it looked like they prefer to mind their own business as well. So no, I didn't know them at all. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to the Grandpa's bakery. With the Grandpa outside, has been thrown out of his bakery. That's the one way to name a bakery. Maybe kinda creepy at times, but he sure knows how to bake well. He may be old, but not completely deaf, you know. Sorry, Grandpa. I'm not your grandpa. That's Grandpa. Is he your grandfather? Oh no, he isn't. Snaze his grandpa then? I don't really know, actually. Okay then, let's talk to him. Why not? Hello, Grandpa. I'm not your grandpa. And your name is? Grandpa. Mr. Grandpa, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. And I was wondering if I could ask Mrs. Brown there out on a date? What wondering isn't doing, is it? Just look at her. Ooh boy, makes me feel 40 years younger, she does. Do you ever plan to grow up, Grandpa? Any more growing up and I might just die? And I ain't planning on doing that before I ask you out. Well, she's there, why don't you ask her out? Goodness, unbelievable behavior. Such immaturity at this age. She likes me, I know she does. You're deluded. Woohoo! Anyway, you had the questions, young man. I thought I did. Oh wow, that's a lot of questions. How long have you lived in Pineview? Forever. My family's been here from generations. Guess I'm the last in the line now. My shop's been here from generation too, you know. I think I've taken real good care of it. Oh, and she's taking real good care of me too. Where were you last night? Around 12 p.m. What do you think I was? In the hospital? Working probably. 12 a.m. in the middle of the night. You think I was selling donuts? Ghosts? What kind of detective you are? I was sleeping. Can anyone confirm this? No, I live alone. Damn it. Nothing noticed anything unusually. Now I think about it, I actually might have. Ah, okay. Mrs. Brown been tying her hair in a much tighter bun lately. I wonder what that means. She's softening up and trying to hide that fact. Oh, Grandpa. You notice these things? I mean it when I say it. Beautiful. I'm a passionate lover. Very passionate. Read it. Hello. I was talking about the possible murders. Did you notice anything unusual leading up to that? Oh no, much the same. Can't say I did. About Chris and Diane. What can you tell me about them? Chris would often come in the evening and buy some things from me, okay? Come in daily mostly. Looked pretty cheerful too. Then a couple months after that, he just stopped coming. The last few times he came, I could see that something wasn't right. Maybe trouble with his missus, I don't know. He and Diane went to the church maybe a handful of times. Once or twice they came over here after for the coffee and donuts. They were quite a couple, I tell you. It was the quiet and nonchalant one. She an exciting, electrifying energy. A classic case of opposites attracted to each other. So that's more confirming the fact that he maybe couldn't even done the murder. If what people say is true, I don't know how things went so wrong so fast. But then with these things you can never say. It was all about 4 or 5 months back. After that I hardly ever saw them on out here again. Okay, do you live by yourself? Stand by myself. Yeah, kids left fine people with a big city, you know. Too boring here, they say. It's been many years since the wife died. So I ran this shop here by myself, and I live down the street, pretty close by. But that's right, I got friends here to keep me company. Officer Blunt pays me a visit every day, for instance. Ah, that's nice. It's always a pleasure to meet you, Grandpa. Also, there's Mrs. Brown. She makes every day exciting. Please God, give me strength. Oh, look how she flirts. Okay, thanks. What are you calling Grandpa? I'm not your Grandpa. So, guys and gals, are you okay? Are you still watching this? Aren't you too bored out of it? I hope so. Those donuts sure do look good. What do you mean they look good? They're the best in Pineview, because they are the only ones as well. Made with the Grandpa's love and warmth. Wanna buy some? Maybe later. I'm not your Grandpa. Yeah, I kinda figured that out. Okay, so I think we'll talk to one last witness. So I wanted to start an activity here. That fella. Okay, this way we're going out. Oh, the music started. Dun 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 dun. Okay, we shall talk to Miss Sim. And here we go. Who is it? Ah, you're the detective. Yeah, what do you mean? I know I travel slow when I see one, detective. But I understand you don't have time for the questions. That is good. Neither do I. How long have you lived here, madam? Mrs. Brown, we're gonna make it short. I was born here. Barely stepped inside Pineview all my life. I started this shop when I was about 25. I had to support myself once I lost my husband. Wow, at 25? That must be hard. You have your family here. John is the only family I've got. He's my grandson. Oh, lost my husband in the war. Was about 25. That's bad. Johnny, right? Always running around taking photos with his camera. His parents left him in a tough situation by making some stupid decisions in their lives. So I take care of him now. He's a good boy. Spends a lot of time helping his grandma around the shop. And getting older now, too. Willpower and mental strength can only get you so far, you know. Time catches up with you eventually. Not that I lack any mental strength. I've single-handedly taken care of a lot here. You really have, Mrs. Brown. I really look up to you. You're doing well, young lady. You're doing quite well for yourself. Where were you last night? Went to bed around 9 p.m. Johnny could probably confirm that. He was home too. Okay, that's good to hear. What can you tell me about Chris and Diane? Doomed from the start. Wow. Okay, I have seen it so many times over the years. One can always tell. Others will tell you they were very much in love. But something wasn't right. I always felt that. Then when things really did start going wrong, everyone heard about it. We'll talk later. Okay, you take care. And I think now we can go to the hotel. Have a nice sleep. Okay. And now, where are we going to? Tan 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 tan. Okay, let's run a little bit and enjoy the scenery. Oh, that's the church. The church! And there's the father. Father, don't go into the church. I'm coming back for you. Church. The sun. Father, don't jump off, okay? I'm gonna catch you. Hello, Father. Father Smith. Hello, Detective Anderson. You're in town, assume. Yeah, why do you keep running? I wanted... what do you think of Pineview? Do you like it here? It's kinda boring. It's peaceful. I'll admit that. It is, easy. You must enjoy your time here. The change of pace must feel good coming from the city. But then, you must want to preserve this peace too. Yes. Live here without taking anything away from us. There's a way of life here, and I do my best to maintain that, for the good of my people. The ones that are here are more than just a merry whim. I see. Anyway, Detective, you had questions. Can you tell me about the hotel project? What is... Chris wanted to open a hotel here with about 20 rooms or so. He said he wanted to keep it small, in accordance with our bylaws, but even 20 was almost pushing it. These things always grow out of hand. Once the tourists started coming in, they see how untouched a place Pineview really is. Demand would increase, and of course Chris wouldn't want to pass up on the opportunity to cash in on that. Yeah, and also you must not be very happy about it, because you will gain less money. Regardless, we never got to that point. Chris always kept messing up his papers whenever he came in for approval. He didn't misplace them or mess up some of the details. I guess the delays cost him money too. It was all going downhill fast. And well, then this happened. That's strange. About Chris and Diane, did you know them well? Not too well. They came to church a couple of times after they moved into Pineview, but then soon stopped coming at all. They withdrew themselves from the rest of the community, and I can say that helped them. Friends can help in difficult times. It's obvious they were beginning to have really difficult times by the end. If they've continued to come to church, I could have offered some guidance. Sometimes relationships can entangle you. And how do you know? You're a priest. How could you know? But unfortunately, it had to come to this. I'm sure you'll learn what most of us here already know. In any case, I wish you luck with your investigation. Where were you last night, Father Smith? I was here all night. Finished up some work and I went to bed by 10 p.m. I'd say. Okay, we'll talk later. Thank you, Father Smith. And bye-bye. And now I'm at the hotel with my face on it. Hotel rooms. They all feel the same, don't they? Reminds me of better times. Why, there's my portrait here. Yeah, that's kinda creepy too. I should turn the lights off. What about... That's the way to the bathroom. Do we want to go to the bathroom? Let's use the toilet, why not? Better go before I sleep. Don't want to get up in the middle of the night. That's kinda chilly. Okay, that seems fair. That feels cute. Let's look. Pineview is a beautiful place. Painfully beautiful. It's too cold to go outside now. Maybe later. Those comfy. Not yet. Okay, let's try to find out what's in here. Okay, so I did went to the toilet. I can't go outside. Let's turn off the lights. That's better. Okay, and now we should go to sleep then. Go to sleep. I really need to get some sleep today. What the hell happened back there yesterday? Today? God damn it. After all these days, god damn. No Mark, there's no peace of mind here. The silence, it only lets your thoughts get louder. Okay. Ah. The fuck am I now? Am I dreaming? Possibly. Okay, do I need to run? This is a horrible dream. Okay, and I'm falling. Oh god, no. No, I don't want to see this. I don't want to remember. I need to get out. Why am I here? I need to wake up. I need to wake up. Wake up! Wake up, you're a rock star. I can't move. This is horrifying. What's going on? Try to move head. Try to move arms. Nothing. Wait, what's that? What's the hell? Holy shit. Abigail? Is that you? Michael, you did this. Why? How could you? It wasn't my fault. It was an accident. Think again, Michael. You did it. It was my fault. Maybe it wasn't actually. Maybe it's a sense of regret that is making you tell so. How can you leave after doing something like that? You have no idea how hard it is to go on without you. Then why go on? What's the point? What's the point? I don't know. I have to. For your happiness? Do you feel you deserve that anymore? Or for this case? Do you think anyone even cares about it? For whom, Michael? You protect yourself from thoughts about me. What was that guy over there? You need to hide from me. You need to hide me from yourself so that you can live. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. I miss you, Michael. I don't. I kind of prefer to stay with the living. Yeah. Tuesday, 6:55 a.m. Beautiful visual effects. October 8th, 1996. So I don't know how long this game will be, but it seems pretty cool, so I guess I'll keep playing. I hope there's a saving checkpoint something at some point. I really took a step in. So, what are we looking for? Anything that tells us about Chris and Diane. Nobody in this town seems to know much about them. Maybe the room can tell us more. On it, detective.